Kaku Ancient Seal is an open world ARPG that just released a few hours ago. And I think it's a lot of fun, and I want to discuss what I like about it, what I don't, and just kind of go over what the game's premise is for anyone that's thinking about trying it out. Within the game, you're going to take on the life of Kaku, a little man that's running around with his little pig. I did like that. There was like a huge story arc of him chasing the pig in the beginning. It's really fun. But he has this flying pig, and they both go on an adventure to kind of understand a lost prophecy and the elemental souls that have seemingly disappeared. They try to uncover the truth behind the calamity and the mystery of their own origins. And that's something that the developers had posted. So that's not what I came up with. That is the premise of the story from the developers. And we're going to start with what I enjoyed about the game. So the colors, super broad, super pretty. The world is expansive, and there's a lot of good graphic quality in this game. I think some stuff is a little bit glitchy, and there's some things that you can tell aren't textured properly, but I do believe that a vast majority of this game is very nice to look at. There's a lot of different biomes with different colors that give a different atmosphere and a different feel as you're running through them. Some are very spooky and kind of eerie, and then others are like scary underground with flames and fire, and and then there's like a beautiful tree, outside, and you run up to the tree and it's very serene. So it does have a lot of different textures, a lot of different biomes to explore, and that made it a lot of fun. Now, one thing that I did not like was that the combat seems a little bit simplistic. It looks like right now you only have two abilities, which is just smacking something with a club, and that's definitely good, that's fine, but I do think that there could be maybe other abilities. You also get a slingshot, but I just think that there could have been maybe other abilities. I'm not sure if you learn more as you go, or if you get new weapons, you learn like passive abilities with those weapons. I'm not sure yet, but from what I've noticed so far, there's only two abilities, and enemies are not really that challenging. If you've played a Souls-like at all and you know how to dodge, then this game is extremely easy for you. I chose normal difficulty. I did not choose easy, and I did not choose hard difficulty, but I did choose normal. So I thought that it would be at least a little bit of a challenge. I wonder if I need to like bump up the difficulty in order to see harder fights. But if you are just starting out, then normal difficulty is perfectly fine for you. Now, another thing that I liked was the gathering. I thought gathering was quite fun. One thing that I didn't like about gathering, I know that I'm saying I like it, but there's one thing that I don't like, is that you can just run up and grab things. So like if you're in combat, you can just grab stuff as you're running and then turn around and shoot. I do wish there was like a little bit of like, a normal survival type game where you have to like sit there for a second and collect something. So I'm just not sure why they made it instantaneous when you're gathering, but that's fine. It's still fun. It's nice that there's a gathering and crafting system. It doesn't seem to be very expansive. The crafting system is pretty basic. It's a nice little touch to add so that you're not just running out and killing things, and you're not just running out and exploring. You also have the ability to gather and craft different items such as food and different pellets that you can use for your slingshot. Also, if you go near water, just realize that you can't swim. Just know right now you can't swim. Look at that. Nope, can't swim. But like I should have known that the first time that I went through it, but nope. Took me a couple of tries to realize you can't swim. Overall, I'm going to say that the game is pretty fun. Now, I haven't played very much of it, only a few hours. Obviously I've only played since release, but I will say that it was engaging in its own right. Now, I'm not going to say this is a AAA, oh my gosh, the best title ever, and I'm not going to say that it's bad either. I think that it is very fun if this is your type of game that you like to play, an open world adventure. It is pretty linear in the way that it directs you to go. You do have to go to specific areas, and I think that that kind of takes away from the massive open world adventure. Like there's not a lot of like places to venture off to find new quests to do stuff on the side while you're doing the storyline. But either way, I do think it's a lot of fun. I think the graphic quality is very nice. The textures are very nice. I do think that the overall gameplay is pretty fun, but I do think that there is room for improvement, such as difficulty level on normal. If you're going on easy mode, I understand it being very, very easy, but when you're going on normal, you expect a little bit more of a challenge, especially coming into this like from a Souls background or any kind of action RPG background. This becomes very, very easy very quickly. Overall, I think it was a lot of fun. I didn't play as much as I wanted to. I'm going to play a bit more to get more in depth and figure out if it does become more difficult as time goes on. But from the few hours that I played, it was a lot of fun. Definitely needs a little bit more work. It definitely needs a little bit more fine tuning. There are some things that are a little bit clunky, but overall, I would say that it was a decently fun game to play for a short period of time. As always, if you like the video, then like the video. And if you like my content in general, then please subscribe to my channel because it means the absolute world to me. And I will see you in the next one. Bye!